Rhinoceros, or rhinos for short, are on average the second largest land animals on Earth, with all five members dwarfing any human. The largest species of rhinoceros is the white rhinoceros, which can weigh up to 3,600 kilograms, making it the fourth largest land animal on Earth, behind only the three elephant species in the family Elephantidae. Meanwhile, the smallest rhinoceros species is the Sumatran rhinoceros, which can still weigh a maximum of up to 1,000 kilograms in the wild. Unfortunately, today, all rhinoceros species are threatened to some extent with extinction, with the white rhinoceros being listed as near threatened, and the rarest species, the Sumatran rhinoceros, being listed as critically endangered, with only around 40 individuals remaining. Rhinoceros are a part of the family Rhinocerodontidae, which is a group containing all living rhinoceros species plus several extinct species from three different genera, along with several extant genera, all of which went extinct around 10,000 years ago. In today's video, I will discuss each of these species and where they fit exactly into the rhinoceros family tree. Please enjoy. To start off with, the family Rhinocerodontidae is a part of the superfamily Rhinocerodontoidea, which includes many other extinct families such as the famous Ceratotherium, which I might discuss in a later video. The family Rhinocerodontidae first branched off around the late Miocene epoch, around 11.6 million years ago, with several genera. Among the first genre was the genus Ceratotherium, containing today's white rhinoceros along with two other extinct species. The oldest of these three species is Ceratotherium numeri, which lived not in Africa but instead in Eurasia, being discovered in Turkey, Greece, and even Bulgaria. Not too much is known about this species as we don't have a complete skeleton, but it's safe to assume it looked something like today's white rhinoceros. Though this species was likely both a grazer and a browser, feeding on high-growing vegetation. The second and other extinct species to evolve was Ceratotherium maritanicum, which first appeared around 2.6 million years ago at the beginning of the Pleistocene epoch. Unlike Ceratotherium numeri, which lived exclusively in Eurasia and outside of Africa, this species did indeed live in Africa. Though, unlike today's rhinoceros species, which live in southern Africa, this species lived almost exclusively in northern Africa, particularly in Algeria, Tunisia, and Morocco. This species is also likely an ancestor of Ceratotherium cybum, or the white rhinoceros, which first appeared around 1.8 million years ago, and is today the most abundant species of rhinoceros, with over 17,000 individuals surviving. Another genus to evolve in the late Miocene epoch was Diceros, or the black rhinoceros, the other surviving species of African rhino. Now, this genus contains far more species than Ceratotherium, so I'll have to keep this brief because I don't want this video to be an hour long. Now, I might make a future video about the conservation of rhinos, and I'll talk more about the black rhinoceros then, but for now, all I'll say is that the black rhinoceros is essentially the last of its kind, with the other half a dozen or so members of its genus having gone extinct. Next to appear was our first Asian rhinoceros, the genus Dicerorhinus, the oldest genus of rhinos, which split around 14.8 million years ago, in the middle Miocene of what is today Myanmar. Today, this genus contains only one species, the Sumatran rhinoceros, which is found only on the islands of Sumatra and Borneo, going extinct in Malaysia in 2019. Furthermore, there are three subspecies of Sumatran rhinoceros, with one of them, the northern Sumatran rhinoceros, being feared extinct, with no confirmed sightings having taken place since 1960. So now that we've looked at some living genre, now let's look at some extinct species and genre. Starting off with a subfamily. The subfamily in question is Elasmotheriinae, which contains roughly 3 genera. The earliest to appear and also the last to go extinct being Elasmotherium itself. Elasmotherium was a very large genus containing a total of 5 species, with the last to go extinct being Elasmotherium sibericum. Here is the list of species for you to look at. Elasmotherium was also very large in another way, being the largest species of true rhinoceros to have ever existed. With the largest species, Elasmotherium caucasium, weighing over 5,000 kilograms at maximum, reaching a maximum shoulder height of up to 2.5 meters, making it larger than most elephants. For the longest time, Elasmotherium was believed to be a unicorn like animal with an extremely long nose horn. However, recent studies have indeed debunked this, with a horn only a fraction of the length it was originally believed to have. Although Elasmotherium was definitely closely related to modern day rhinoceros, it was even more closely related to other members of Elasmotheriinae, including the genus Ceratotherium. Also closely related to Elasmotherium and possibly being the ancestor of Ceratotherium was Rhinotherium, which possibly lived even earlier than Elasmotherium, been found in China, like Ceratotherium, as well as Iran. The subfamily Elasmotheriinae went extinct around 35,000 years ago, with the extinction of Elasmotherium sibericum. Another genus of European rhinoceros was Stephanorhinus, which first appeared around 3.4 million years ago in the Middle Pliocene epoch, going extinct around 40,000 years ago. Unlike Elasmotherium, Stephanorhinus was actually a part of the same subfamily as modern day rhinoceros, with its closest living relative being the Sumatran rhinoceros, which shares more than a few similarities with Stephanorhinus. However, the overall closest relative of Stephanorhinus is the also extinct Coelodonta, which contains 4 species. The most famous being Coelodonta antiquus, also known as the woolly rhinoceros. The woolly rhinoceros was the last species of rhinoceros to live in Europe, before going extinct around 9,800 years ago in the early Holocene epoch. It is a very well known species, known from several very well and very intact specimens found frozen in ice. The woolly rhinoceros likely went extinct due to the same reasons as Stephanorhinus and Elasmotherium: climate change and human hunting, which is almost exactly the reason why we have no rhinos left in Europe. The final genus of rhinoceros to split off so far was, well, Rhinoceros, and yes, that is a genus with 2 living members. These 2 species are the Javan and Indian rhinoceros, both of which live in Asia, and both only having 1 horn. And as a result, their nicknames are the greater one horned rhinoceros for the Indian rhinoceros, and the lesser one horned rhinoceros for the Javan rhinoceros. The larger and more abundant of the 2 species is the Indian or greater one horned rhinoceros, with over 4,000 individuals remaining in the wild, and a maximum weight of up to potentially 4,000 kilograms, although the maximum verified is around 2,700 kilograms. The Javan rhinoceros, however, is much smaller and much rarer, only reaching around 2,000 kilograms, with a population of only around 76 individuals in a single national park in Indonesia. Now it's time to simplify this divergence of genera in order of when each genus first appears in the fossil record. So here is the list. Unfortunately, today, 3 of the 5 rhinoceros species are listed as critically endangered, with 2 species, the Javan and Sumatran rhinoceros, having less than 100 individuals each to their name, as poaching and habitat loss has led both of these species to near extinction. Next week, I'll be making a video titled A World Without Rhinoceros or A World Without Rhinos. I might pick the latter. And it will explore a world if all rhinoceros alive today became extinct. Both the ecological and logistical impacts, along with the impacts of pulp culture. I'll see you then. Bye.